Got his non-driving affidavit and all that.
That's what I
Just go over there and sign your bond.
I told him that he can't drive.
Yeah, I know.
We're nearly 120 miles an hour weaving in and out of traffic.
I got you.
I just came back from work. Like, I had to get half a day. How much did you go back?
My only condition?
Could there be like a curfew or something? Or like anything like that? Because I have to.
Nearly 120 miles an hour in and out of traffic. Sir, you were charged with racing on a highway. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
On January 5th, 2025, the officer was conducting surveillance as part of a traffic crimes task force of motor vehicles racing westbound on Grand Parkway, and the officer observed the defendant's vehicle traveling in lane 2 and another vehicle in lane 1. The motor vehicle slowed down to approximately 30 miles per hour before launching at the same time in a competitive manner, accelerating to well over 110 to 125 miles per hour in an attempt to outpace each other. The motor vehicles raced 3 times, then pulled into a Buc-ee's. The officer observed the defendant, but was unable to locate the other motor vehicle involved in the race.
So then it says that also he picked up a felony evading. He was on bond for a felony evading, and now he's picked up this case, a racing?
It looks like that's the case, Your Honor. He was on bond for the evading.
I'm taking away your privilege to drive. You are not allowed to drive, Mr. Lee. Do you understand? You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't.
The judge isn't playing around. Bond comes with strings attached. No guns, no weed. And if he slips even once, it's straight back to jail. Basically, behave, or your new classroom is a jail cell.
Driving while intoxicated, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 12th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to 7000 Gulf Freeway, and another officer had advised that the defendant was asleep in the driver's seat of the vehicle. The vehicle was on and running, and the officer observed a container of beer in plain view in the center cup holder. The officer made contact with the
Drinking while driving?
Yes, Judge. And the officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, watery bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and the defendant admitted to consuming beer, but did not state the amount. The officer observed a 12-ounce Michelob Ultra cold to the touch and a plastic bag labeled Margarita to Go with a straw sticking out of it, mostly consumed, and an open pack of beer in the back seat. The standard filtered sobriety tests were performed, HGN 6 out of 6. Walk and turn and one-leg stand were not performed due to the defendant claiming he had one bad leg. The defendant was read the DIC and declined to provide a sample, and a blood search warrant was signed and executed.
Mr. Hernandez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you see if he has any prior DWIs, please?
Yes, Judge. I see no prior DWIs.
I would venture a guess that it's damn elementary that you're not supposed to have alcohol in the car. I am now taking away your privilege to drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive, and I don't give a rat's behind what is going on in your life. If I find that you drive, and I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to save 50 children, I can have a contempt hearing. And every time you drive, you can be facing up to 6 months in jail and a $500 fine. Do you understand? Do not drive for any reason.
Here's the twist. It's less than $90 worth of merchandise, but still enough to drag someone into court. Do you think petty theft should carry jail time, or should courts focus on bigger crimes?
Parkway, turned southbound in front of the officer, making a wide right turn and entering his lane of travel, forcing him to slow to avoid a potential collision. The officer observed the vehicle swaying within its lane and within the vicinity of another motorist. The vehicle accelerated to a high rate of speed of 61 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone, and a traffic stop was then initiated. The officer made contact with the defendant and observed glossy eyes, slurred speech, and odor of an alcoholic beverage. The defendant stated he was coming from a party where he had 2 shots and standard field sobriety tests were conducted. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 3 out of 8, one-leg stand 2 out of 4. The DIC was read and the defendant refused to provide a breath specimen, and an inventory search was conducted and the officer found 2 Modelo's cold to the touch and mostly empty and 1 pint of vodka. The passenger advised the vodka was hers and the beers were the defendant's. Blood search warrant was signed and executed.
Drinking while driving?
Yes, Judge. Cold to the touch.
Mr. Escobedo, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm now also ordering you not to drive at all. Do you understand?
Sir.
You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising you're not going to drive. If I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months of jail and a $500 fine every time you get into a car and drive. I don't care what your excuse is. Do you understand?
Sir.
I would think that it's elementary that you're not to have alcohol in the car while you are driving. If I find that you pick up a new case, you become a danger to my city, you consume alcohol, or you drive, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand?
Your Honor, made for my client. My client is 19 years old, Your Honor. I've known him for a long time. I know his family, and he works at the refineries right now. It would be onerous on him to not be able to drive, and Your Honor, my client would be requesting if maybe there was some alternative, potentially a machine in the car to make sure that he's...
You know, I mean, he's 19. There's alleged 2 cold beers he's drinking while he's driving. No. I want you to appreciate the absolute privilege it is to drive. It's not a right. You want a right? Take your Dutch patas and you can do that. No. If after a while you can show me that he appreciates it proactively, right, and I get it, then we can talk. But until that point, I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if there's a burning building, you have to save 50 children. You drive. It's really not going to go well for you. Do you understand? Mr. Ellis, let me read something to you. This is why the magistrate did not give you a PR bond in this case. Defendant on a 3-year deferred for a state jail felony since 3/21/24 allegedly stole CBD disposables. In this case, the witness called to report a man dancing around and waving a firearm in the air